our conscious sovereignty. It's like each of us can see all the food in the food channel, but we have to make our own food to eat it. Power manifestation Bhagavan gives after each initiation for each one of us to experience the Paramashiva in us. The science of power manifestation is the cognitive shift, the shift that you have, that you becomes an experience and reality, what you understand as body and what you understand as mind, to the superconscious breakthrough, as what you understand as quantum, what you understand as conscious sovereignty is the science of power manifestation. It is a science because millions of people have experienced it and we have the evidence for that, and each one of them experienced and each one of us are going to experience that is the evidence which are clearly shown here. And the scriptural evidences, Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures. Apta Pramana, the experience and the results of the Aptas. Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, millions of them who have manifested the science of power manifestation, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan's very own Leelas. Leelas is something where he shows in a human form how we can have a conscious breakthrough, and he enacts the whole thing so that we understand how he got the cognition, how he shifted the cognition, how he lived the cognition, and how he manifested the cognition. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of the millions of the devotees, disciple, followers all around the world manifesting the powers of Paramashiva initiated for Bhagavan. And Bhagavan clearly says, whoever comes to the Kailash courtyard, I will be present for them to come and manifest the superconscious space as conscious sovereignty, as their reality. That is why after each of the satsang, each of the initiation, Bhagavan gives the science of our manifestation for each one of us to sit with Bhagavan and manifest the higher superconscious breakthrough. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study which has proven that the effect of being in the enlightened state all over the world, they try to different methods to see how they can have the peace, which is the thoughtless space. Here, medically, we have shown how they are experiencing the oneness and very simply experience the thoughtless space, whether it is Balasans, whether it is devotees or Bhagavan himself has scientifically shown many a times how the thoughtless space occurs and how they have the conscious breakthrough. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana. The Shastra Pramana is from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. This is from the Veda Agamas. Vijnana is consciousness. Bhairava, one who experiences consciousness beyond the mind. Tantra is the method, how you have methods in your outer world for different things. Even to fill a form, we have step 1, step 2, step 3. Same way, Bhagavan has given the conscious sovereignty, how we can experience that as these methods. And here, Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 82, Dharana 57.
Taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 82, Dharana 57. Asane shayane stitva niradharam vibhavayan swadeham manaksikshine kshanadakshina sayo bhavet. Asane shayane stitva niradharam vibhavayan swadeham manaksikshine kshanadakshina sayo bhavet.
Beautifully, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, being seated, this is for the scriptural reference, being seated on a comfortable seat on a bed, firmly cognize that your own body is without any support or base from anywhere. It is resting on nothing. By holding this cognition, when the mind becomes worn away and thoughtlessness arises, then in an instant one becomes weightless and experience the space beyond the mind, the space of Paramashiva. The space of Paramashiva is clearly defined as thoughtless space that we all can experience as our reality by all this Baba manifestation. Bhagavan has made that very easy way to teach us the greatest science on planet Earth, how we can experience the oneness. Bhagavan beautifully says, an elephant, when it is small, they tie with a iron chain. And for a small elephant, the iron chain is big enough and it holds the elephant so that it does not run away. But after the elephant has become a huge elephant, where they tie with the ordinary rope, very, very ordinary rope that even a child can break it. But they tie with that rope, and the rope is not even long and it's just there. But the elephant will not move from the place. And even if you pull out the rope, it will not move. You have to untie the rope for the elephant to move. And simply the same thing Bhagavan says, how when we were a young kid, we got into the delusion, and these delusion that we know as the parents, as a spouse, as a child, as our work boss, all the people and all the security that we have, job security, study security, and financial security, all that is nothing but a dream. It is not that in the dream, so you lose everything. Actually, you will gain much better understanding if you wake up from the reality, and you can function much more greater way and greatest possible way when you understand this. Bhagavan says, when you wake up from the dream, that doesn't mean your parents are just disappearing because they came in the dream, they will not be there. They are there, but much more clear and much more in reality. Same way, when you wake up from this dream also, you will have all the abundance and auspicious. Rather, you can even manifest the reality. They were great saints where they had the whole understanding right from the womb. The womb, they got the training and they realized the power of conscious sovereignty as their reality. Mahaperiva, he knew 18 languages, and he did not go to one school. There was no schooling for him because he was a Bala Sannyasi. And all he learned was the power of Ega Sandagragi just by one listening. How to imbibe what your Guru says. When the Guru initiated him to this power, he simply downloaded all the other information. He was just abundance and auspiciousness. The abundance and auspicious is not just a quality where you just become like a sadhu, but you can function in the outer world with the utmost reality and utmost wealth and abundance, where you can use all the difference, higher cognition to function in this human world. That science is given to us a very simple way and very dedicated by Bhagavan, every day giving us powerful cognition to shift out of, like how the elephant is caught. We are caught in the delusion thinking that is real. They are not. The way we perceive is not real. It's not that they are not there. The way we perceive is not there as we look at all our relatives, all our securities, and all the things which are around us. If we understand the higher science, we will function more and more in the conscious sovereignty. Now let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana, again, beautifully manifested by the avatar Krishna. He wanted to showcase that how simple life is when you understand conscious sovereignty. He lifted the whole mountain. The greatest village had the greatest storm, where the floods were happening because Indra got very upset with Krishna, where he triggered Indra, and Indra poured and showered and literally destroyed everything. So the villagers, the whole village had to be somewhere safe. So he lifted the mountain, and he shows very clearly he is not doing an effort. He lifts with his little finger to showcase there is no power which is required other than power of consciousness. There is no effort which is required other than consciousness that you are Paramashiva. When he held this powerful space, simply he lifted the mountain and all of them ran and stood there just to prove that the conscious sovereignty can manifest as any dimension in the outer world, which we think as impossibility because stopping with our perceptional ideas. So beautifully he has given. Once when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was posing for a photograph, which is very famous everywhere, the photograph. During that picture, the photographer, he says, I was taking this photo because he went into Samadhi and he went to oneness space, nobody can wake him up. And his chin started dropping. So he went close by to lift his chin a little. And he found that he was a feather light and he was floating in air. When he lifted a chin, the whole body floated. And he got really startled and he was so shocked, but he remembers the instant to share with all of us. That is the photograph which is very famous all over the world. We become weightless when we bring the presence of Paramashiva in us. Everything is made of Paramashiva. When we bring to that reality who we are, the original space, the presence heals everything. When we have a pain, is because Bhagavan says the presence is not there. When you bring the presence, simply we float on water, the pain disappears because there is no pain. The pain is in the delusion, not in our body. What we are assuming as pain is only a pain that we are assuming. It is not there in reality because there is no presence. We are confused with that as our incompletions and all the things that we think is our delusion as our perception. Here Bhagavan gives a beautiful clarity in this satsang of how we can experience the oneness with Paramashiva as conscious sovereignty when we live as reality.
In gravity was a permanent, established, definite unit force. We have enough of video evidence. In 2012 itself I said it is not. Gravity goes up and down. Now in 2015, scientists have confirmed what I said. Gravity is not permanent, unchangeable power or force. Please understand, when the cosmic magnetic waves have a different influence on the planet Earth and the gravity goes up or down, it directly affects your everyday thinking, your everyday action, because your patterns, you carry two levels of patterns. Patterns related to your actions. When you wake up, how you wake up, how you drink your cup of coffee, how you run to the restroom, how you take bath, how you eat, what you like, what you don't like. Your all day-to-day actions. The action-based patterns are muscle memory. Those patterns are recorded in your muscles, so it is called muscle memory. And your cognition-based patterns. Listen, second is your cognition-based patterns. What you feel as you, what you feel about you, how you cognize you, your cognition-based patterns. Morning, you. After a cup of coffee, how you cognize you. Evening, how you cognize you. When hormonal pressure is there on your body, how you cognize you. When the hormones are released, how you cognize you. When there's a fear, shivering, how you cognize you. When there's a success, support, how you cognize you. Your cognition-based patterns, they stay in your biology, in the core of you. That is why they are called biomemory, because they are very close to the life, God particle in you. Muscle memory, one layer pattern, all the patterns related to actions. Biomemory, layer of pattern, all the patterns related to your cognition. Third is bioenergy, the God particle in you. When the gravity goes up or down, it directly affects your muscle memory and biomemory, because your muscle memory and biomemory is matter. They are not conscious. Matter means they do, and they are also under the influence of gravity. Please understand, they may be micromilligram. Your depression has weight over you. It weighs you down. That is why when your body levitates, you are completely out of depression. Understand? Levitation is not just to fly or jump. By levitation, you are not going to reach New York from here. You are not going to go to Germany from here. The purpose of levitation is not flying to different place or space or country, but by the time your body levitates, whatever weighs you down is kicked out of you. Whether it is micromilligram or micromilligram, your depression as a weight, because it is a pattern. Patterns are only matter, and matter as a weight. It has a mass and weight. Please listen. Even a slight magnetic wave change on the planet Earth, a slight change in the gravitation force can suddenly make so much of free space in you. If you know how to handle the free space in you, you will just fall into the unclutching. Enlightenment, meditation, your biomemory and muscle memory will become pure. You will just radiate complete completion. But if you don't know how to handle that vacuum, that emptiness inside, you will fall into loneliness, more depression.
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained how not just the inner space, whatever you have as a weight, but also in your outer reality, whatever you're stuck as your cognition, when you shift, as you understand the delusion that we are caught in, let go. How Bhagwan says, monkey which tries to catch some fruit and puts his hand inside the cage and gets caught. If it lets go, it can go away, but it will not let go till the person who's taking the monkey comes and just takes away. The only thing we are waiting for death, unless we understand, instead of waiting for death, instead we wait for the powerful space where we can just let go the delusion little bit. We can experience the ultimate oneness and experience all the auspicious living like a Brahmanya Bahupratatam, favorite inheritance of cosmos, gods and goddesses on planet Earth. That's the most beautiful space to experience the ultimate, and Bhagavan is giving that signs for all of us. In each of our space, he comes and manifests as reality. Here you can see the Shakshi Pramana. One of the devotee have beautifully recorded object which has become weightless, and it has reduced from 132 to 128. And beautifully you can reduce object by levitating, making it less weight, or you yourself can weigh yourself and you will see the weighing machine go down. When the Balasins in the courtyard, they were asked to sit on a machine, weighing machine, and they were weighed and their weight started going down. We were working on that as the last power. A few more days of Bhagwan in Adi Kailasha, the kids would be flying. That's what he said. The next gathering, the first thing they're going to make is the kids to fly. They sit on the weighing machine and the weight drops. You can also do the same thing, or you can keep the object however you are feeling, or you can sit comfortably. That is also perfectly fine. And we have scientifically seen, including myself, I have seen how the levitation happens, and simply there is no activity in the brain. You are actually, according to science, in the deep sleep, but you are fully aware. He made few people to put the thread in the needle to showcase that levitation brings you more awareness and you're able to thread the needle faster than before. And now let's get into the deep meditation oneness space. If you have the Jnananjan in your Kantamala, you can apply in your third eye and your temple. If you don't have, you can have the basma and your kumkum. If you don't have that, apply the turmeric at least, so that this part, the command center in your life, which gives you, which reflects the superconscious into your brain and starts functioning your brain in a higher reality, the intelligence. The whole science of our manifestation is make you higher intelligent being. How you call the aliens, like that you become the higher intelligent being that on planet Earth you can experience, and we have evidences, millions have experienced that. And you can, and each one of us can experience that quantum space as our reality. So that is the science he's teaching us. Here, let's sit in Padmasana if possible. Make yourself very comfortable so that there's no sharp object or any object next to you, because you might be levitating and you never know when it will happen. Beautifully, you can experience the oneness and start experiencing the weightlessness when you bring the presence. So let's get into the deep meditation space, oneness space of Paramashiva, and experience the greatest reality. Avatar who has come down, Shiva himself has come down in a physical form for us to experience this greater reality. We need few minutes for experiencing this. We are not doing tapas like Ravana for thousands of years, or Vishwamitra 10,000. We are sitting with a cup of coffee and watching some videos, randomly logging in and logging out, using our cell phones, and we are manifesting powers. That is the whole key about it. Then what's happening in us? Because we are the blessed ones to be here to experience the ultimate. We are the inheritance of cosmos if we are sitting in this session and experiencing the oneness and manifesting powers. Because otherwise we do not recognize this or understand this, and we simply leave the session. If you are here, be very clear, you are the chosen one to experience this. So sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line. Completely hold Paramashiva in your third eye. We live out of the lower three chakras. The trillions of the cells in your body is parasites and bacteria. Either we have to detox and clean it, or you have to stop eating because it will eat itself and disappear. So either way, we have to get rid of them. The lower three chakras are only the reactionary chakras. But the higher we are in a third eye or in a heart center, we are in the space of oneness where we only reside in Paramashiva space. Other than Paramashiva, there is nobody and there is nothing for us to reside. That is the existential reality. If we understand the greater intelligence, then what we gain? We gain such phenomenal powers to download anything, such phenomenal powers to manifest our reality, command our reality, and bring so much of auspiciousness and abundance. So absolute unclutching, no thoughts in this program, no gadgets in the program except for recording. Please put away everything. As you go to sleep, you put away your thoughts. So drop the thoughts very clearly. Say, this is a time with a personal time with Paramashiva and me. Nobody disturbs. Inner space, outer space, everything is for Paramashiva. I am going to reside in such a beautiful space with Bhagwan, who has come down as my Guru. God himself has come down as my Guru. I am going to be with him and chant the Mahavakya with such a sweet space. Chanting his name is the ultimate gift that we can have. Again and again, falling into the bliss of chanting his name, the Mahavakya, and disappearing into the oneness space with him. And simply you will see a next dimension, next perception level. The intelligence, cosmos reflects. Cosmos is a feedback system. What you recite, it gives a feedback and more intelligence for you in that zone. If you're searching, how in Google you search for some word, it gives you more and more detail. Cosmos works the same way. It gives the more and more detail of your intelligence when you're searching for the intelligence, who you are and how you function and how you reside in this planet Earth. Before birth, after death, you are Paramashiva. I am not able to recognize that. That is where the power manifestation makes you recognize that. The higher science, your presence. And sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line to make the Kundalini raise to your third eye. Again and again, bring Paramashiva to your third eye. Only verbalization, visualization of Bhagwan and melting in Bhagwan, where that also disappears and you also disappear into the oneness space. quantum entanglement happens, and simply you see yourself as Paramashiva himself manifesting all the powers. Once you are in the space that you have no idea other than Paramashiva, simply you can manifest any reality, Bhagavan says. So beautiful. Now let's all prepare everything so that we can experience the power of levitation. Either the object or you yourself can weigh yourself and clearly have a beautiful space where you can sit in Padmasana. And Samana Mudra is you lock yourself with a thumb on the top. You can hold your hands like that on your thigh and sit in Padmasana if possible, or if you can't, you can sit in a chair, nothing, no problem. Just to feel comfortable so that when you're levitating, you're not hurting yourself. And let's start chanting the Mahavakya and connect to Bhagavan. Be in the Bhava. Every thought, every word should be only Paramashiva. Now your time is only with Paramashiva. If you're sitting with the president of your country, will you think of anything else? Decide, I am sitting with Paramashiva who's sitting in the courtyard more than me, he is present. Now, how do I connect to him? Just melting in oneness with him, forgetting your body. How in sleep you do it all the time. So just in the beautiful space of oneness, continuously chant till it becomes Ajaba Jaba. If it becomes Ajaba Jaba, you don't have to chant. Inner voice will chant and you can just listen. Till that, you have to chant and listen. So start chanting the Mahavakya, hold the oneness space, just melt in Paramashiva and see what happens in your existential reality and the power manifestation. Let's start chanting the Mahavakya.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Beautiful. You can open your eyes. Whoever is trying to levitate an object, you can measure if the object's weight has dropped you are experiencing the levitation, you can take a picture and you can share it at the end. Whatever we are manifesting, if we understand our life is a manifestation, Bhagavan beautifully says how when we are starting, when Ramana Kavishi was asked who is eligible for power manifestation or conscious sovereignty, Bhagavan says so beautifully that if you're breathing, you have already started manifesting. Where is the question of manifestation not happening? The beautiful science of power manifestation is you are very clear, you are manifesting the whole science. How in a swimming class or in a vehicle you are driving a cycle or a motorbike, you have to just click with it for the balance, and then you know you have manifested, and after that you can get yourself more and more into it. Same way, power manifestation also, it's the first initial stage where we are trying to recognize the different dimension that mind cannot understand. If the mind can understand, infinity has to be less than mind, but it is beyond the mind. So the mind is struggling. What is that? Something is there which is not like this. I don't think logically this is going to happen for me. I don't think it's happening for anybody. Nobody is doing. So those logical words which are constantly deluding, like how I said, the elephant is still caught even after years, that how we are caught in delusion thinking it is true. That is the most foolish thing. Wake up to the reality that we are Paramashiva. We can manifest whatever we want on planet Earth. We can just simply command the reality. But somewhere we are caught. Then where are we caught? Let's look at that. And that is what we are saying. Oh, I cannot manifest. I don't know to manifest. This is not happening for me. All that, drop it at Bhagavan's lotus feet. Whatever you want in life, drop it at Bhagavan's lotus feet. It will get you into where you have to experience as ultimate. The greatest gift that we have, Bhagavan himself happening in our life and initiating us in this Kailash courtyard. He himself is present and making us manifest. What more can we ask from Bhagavan? Such a beautiful space. He gives the powerful cognition, initiates us, makes us this and manifest. And all we ask is simple doubts, which doesn't make any sense. So drop all that and continuously hold. When my husband and me first were in levitation, he levitated the first day, first initiation. I was shocked. And nothing happened. I did all kinds of detox, everything, nothing happened. But finally, one day, suddenly the whole thing clicked with me after 10 months. And then I started levitating. And I asked Bhagavan, why is that it took me so long to levitate? And he said, Ma, the toxins in each body is different. And I work on your body. And when you drop all the toxins and you were having, like, literally every joint had arthritis, and cleaning that toxin took me some time. And I didn't even know that I had arthritis. And he said this, I was shocked. And after levitation, after that till today, after 10 years also, I don't have any problem in any of my bones, in any pain in any way. The levitation even once took care of all that blocks inside and just melted away. So understand that I'm not saying everybody has to have 10 months of experience to have levitation, but I'm saying that be there with Bhagavan. Each one has different range. A kid starts talking when it is 6 months. A kid starts talking when it is 2 years. It is just like that. Each one catches the glimpse in different time. How you catch the glimpse of outer world and start functioning, same thing. But be in simple integrity and simple obedience of attending every session and continuously being aware of everything. Awareness is everything. Bringing that awareness more and more into you, more and more manifestation starts happening. The more you reside in Paramashiva space inside, you become Paramashiva himself. Paramashiva just engulfs you and you become the highest reality. Paramashiva is highest auspiciousness, highest intelligent, highest all that attribute to Paramashiva. We just club everything into one word, Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself manifests as us, as reality. That is what he said. The sun itself has the rays, and each ray has the same amount of the power the sun has. So that is what Bhagavan is giving us the clarity. Each one of us is the ultimate. We can experience the ultimate when we drop all the powerless space and incompletion of the delusion which doesn't even touch us. We are not even touched. That's why we sleep like a log when we have even the worst problem in our life, because it does not touch us in our dream state, in our sleep state. When we wake up into the again delusion. Instead, we can wake up into the reality of Paramashiva. Let's sit straight with the head, neck, and spine in a straight line for a few minutes. Deep meditation into oneness with Paramashiva. Experience the levitation, chanting the Maha Vakya intensely and with a deep listening.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
So beautifully, slowly open your eyes, and whatever you have experienced, please share in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation. So why do I need to share the beautiful signs, how step by step we have, and finally you have to write the results. Same way, all that you calculated now, in the answer, you have to write the result, a total. Same way, power manifestation, you have to share the whole essence of how you experience Paramashiva, or you feel you have not manifested, you feel no, that's not what I want to tell, I don't have Facebook. Whatever, drop all that at Bhagwan's feet and decide, I'm going to go to tinyurl.com manifestation. I'm going to share my powerful cognition and thank Bhagwan, the gratitude. Even a small eraser you cannot buy in the world free. Bhagwan is giving the most precious gift as your own conscious sovereignty as your gift. All you need to share is one powerful cognition or your power manifestation, or share whoever has manifested the powers, share their videos and their greatest clippings. It is in Kailash Kotiyar Manifesting Power page. You can join the group and you can post it, and from the page you can share it to anybody. All these great signs is given to us in a simple way for us to manifest our reality. Only if we open our mouth and tell the world that I am Paramashiva. Initially you will feel shy, but then others will start asking soon, how are you experiencing that? I also want to learn the science. And slowly when you get complete, they will start following you. That is how the science happens. So please go ahead, share and tag it to your friends and family. If you see a $sign, offer your gratitude to Kailasha, whatever, even as 1 unit as your currency. Offering your gratitude again and again makes you abundance and auspiciousness. Even one gooseberry that lady gave, and she got the whole showering of golden gooseberries. Just imagine one right moment, right click when we offer some gratitude, what happens to our life. The power of gratitude that you have, that you want to share, is so powerful. That is why Sahasrara is the topmost, the gratitude space. When you offer to somebody, and especially to Bhagwan, your master, your guru, at his lotus feet, simply you flower into the ultimate reality in the inner world and in the outer world. So let's thank Bhagwan for the deepest, from our deepest gratitude and deep earning that I am Paramashiva. And thanking each one of you, hundreds of you sitting and manifesting powers, thank each one of you to experience this great science that Bhagwan is giving all of us. With that deep gratitude, let's all chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. See you at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. we have a session, and after every satsang, every darshan, we have a power manifestation session. Please experience the oneness with Paramashiva and join us every time.